Oh, good evening, everyone. Tonight we have a rematch. It will be Exodus, not a rematch, more like a carry on. It will be Exodus versus Pinoy Hub. It's starting with a 1-0 lead to the side of Exodus. There were lag issues and all of that, so we're gonna have a little carry on. It's a best of two, and then we'll get to see how the teams go. I'm joined by Samara again today, and she'll be joining me in the panelist. How do you think the game's gonna go today, Samara?
Gaze upon the edge
Okay,
of the void.
so the last time, of course, it wasn't really a show of how exactly the game would go because, there were a lot of issues and people had like low batteries. Some people were experiencing stage 6 load shedding and stuff. So, yeah, it wasn't really a good indicator of what this match would actually look like. But yeah, I think we have two really, really strong teams here today, and this is a really exciting match. And I know a lot of people have been waiting for this. So yeah. Anyway, let's
Blood of my enemies
look at the
flows in my
bands. What do you think of the band so far?
I do really like the Nolan and the Gwen band coming in from the side of PH Hub. Nolan is a pretty strong hero right now. I was just wondering why the one band from Exercise side. It's a pretty interesting band, and they go ahead and first pick the Minty, which does sort of prevent maybe a dashy assassin sort of draft. But we'll have to see how PH goes, because I remember last time they picked the tanky jungle, so I don't think they would be too worried about the Minty on that side. But we'd have to see what they picked. They went for the Hayabusa.
craving the nectar of bloodshed.
Yeah. What sort of mid laners do you think they should pick here for both teams? I think last time we saw a Xavier, but I know the Pinoy Hub does have a Changa or a I don't know, a Eve in their arsenal, so they might actually end up going for that in this matchup. We see Anthony's here, one of the two. They pick Saber. You hardly get to see Saber anyway, so I'm wondering how that's gonna go for the match. I think this is their first Saber game we've gotten. I think no, we did see one with KDJ. KDJ picked the Saber in their team. They didn't necessarily win that game. No, they didn't win that game, and Saber didn't
No,
have the
no,
best time. So we'd have to see
the
how
saber
Saber
pick
does in
wasn't the best thing for them.
this game.
And I also don't really think the saber pick is the best thing for Exodus at the moment. But I mean, it also depends on how they plan to utilize him. So, we can't count them out
Definitely,
now.
definitely. Because they do have even an Xborg. I think Saber won't have the best time with the Xborg, and and the Hayabusa himself, who just manages to dash in and out of the team fight. So I think Saban won't have the best time, especially since he was picked so early. I think he would have maybe benefited from a later Saber pick. But yeah, we'll have to see how the game goes. Don't think PH Hub banned the last pick. Yeah, I think maybe they're trying to leave something
No,
open that they can pick.
yeah, they did this the last time as well. And I remember I was a bit shocked because they left at least one open, or was it two the last time? They chose not to ban anything. But yeah, anyway, you can't see them banning an Angela on the side of Exodus.
Definitely. I think that also leaves Florin open. I think maybe that was the game plan. I'm not so sure if they're going to do it, but they did pick a Florin mid lane. I think Shiro was the one that picked mid lane last time, but I think he's on XP this time around. But Farmers is still open, Minna's still open. I think they still have, they're going for the Lily instead, which is also still a good mage to have on your side. And also, Lilia manages to just go back to full health as soon as Saber also. So Lilia is a good pick here.
Okay, and we see Utah is circling around the Valentina. I think maybe Valentina is quite a good mage, even though a lot of people say that she's trash and she was nerfed and whatever. But she does provide the team with a lot of advantage in terms of stealing ult and ICO. He changed it to Sicilian. How do you say that? Sicilian.
Oh, we're gonna go see. We're gonna
Okay,
see a
and the
Camilla Sicilian
Camilla.
combo. Did we see it in the tournament? I think it might be the first time we see it in this tournament, but I do like the combo. I'm just not sure about the Saber because I think PH did a pretty good job of countering the Saber with their picks with the Xborg and the Lilia. Tigger is also a menace for the Saber. I don't think Saber might have the best time in this game, so we'd have to see how it goes. I almost thought I was getting a call, but yeah, yeah. So it's a pretty good draft from both teams, but I do favor. Well, we see two. They have two retries. Oh, they do manage to swap there. So they did a bit of Swaparoo, and then Shiro is gonna be going on Mage, and we have the Tikiyaki. Yeah, that guy. He's gonna be going on Roam. So let's see how the game goes here. I like Takuyaki. Takuyaki is the one that's going on jungle. Yeah, I would say in this, I prefer the draft of PH Hub purely on the basis that they have the Xborg and the Lilia. I like those two heroes. I like Sicilian also, but I prefer PH Hub's lineup. What do you think? How do you think the game is gonna go? And which draft do you prefer?
I'm also going to be on PH Hub's draft. I think they have a really good draft. And of course, I've seen them playing before and their synergy and everything. And I think, they're really good players and they have a really good draft. So yeah, this is in their favor as it stands. Anyway, I think we're going to go back to Sep.
Thanks, Mara. Thanks.
And Fluffy.
Yeah, and Fluffy. Don't forget about Fluffy.
And Fluffy, of course.
Yes, I am here.
Yeah, so I think the Saber jungle is a bit interesting. It was picked a bit earlier. I think when you want to pick Saber, you want to pick it into a sort of a counter matchup. So it's a bit interesting to see him come out in like the middle sort of phase of the game. I do have a bit of faith for it though. I think it's good against the Hayabusa and the the Bruno. But other than that, it should be fine. I mean, shouldn't be that great. I mean.
Yeah, the Saber pick immediately came through right after the Hayabusa pick. I think that was maybe a counter pick for them.
Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed. Hopefully, maybe there was a part of me expecting a joy. I really want to see that hero.
Yeah, me too.
It's just been so strong lately. And the Xbox might be in trouble. He does use the flicker to get out. Minty with a great hook.
Yeah, he does get a shield as well to sort of keep the Xbox safe. Actually, it's Mincetar is the one who's in the bit of danger at the end here. But Anthony will be there to sort of disrupt any further attempts from P Hub. I don't know why Nigel and Samara kept calling them PH Hub. That's redundant. So
me neither. But yeah,
I'm joking. Anyway, I do like the Sicilian a lot though in this draft. I think he's not going to be contested too much. I think the Hayabusa isn't really that good against him late game. I feel like you just build a bit tanky on the Sicilian and Hayabusa is not that much of a threat to you anymore. So I think if the game goes late, I really like Exodus' draft a lot more.
I think I lost it there for a moment, but it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was talking about the late game from Exodus. I kind of like them a bit more than the late game coming out from P-Hub.
Yeah, I think I like Exodus, P-Hub a bit more. It's a very close draft in between because the Xbox very strong late game. The King's Calling does cancel it out though.
Yeah.
Looks like first turtle may go to the side of Exodus, but the Hayabusa is round.
Oh, but it's going to be quite a close one. The Retribution actually goes to the Saber in the end, and the triple sweep, it's out. It catches the Hayabusa on top of it as well. So great trade for Exodus here. Oh, we managed to get the Carmilla ulti just onto one, though. They might be able to chase down this Xborg. It's going to be really close, but they get the final hit, finally. And now, Tigreal, he's not going to be able to make it out of this one either. That's 3-0 to the side of Exodus over P-Hub.
Yeah, it's a 3-0 right there. And all P-Hub got out of it was a turtle. I definitely don't think that was worth it.
No, not at all. I think P-Hub definitely made a few mistakes in approaching that team fight. And in the end, the Saber did it extremely good. I think maybe not so much mistakes, but that triple sweep was very well timed by the Saber in the end there.
Yes, catching that higher. It's quite interesting because I would have thought that the side of P-Hub would have a better early game than the side of Exodus, just because of their heroes are a bit more early focused. Yeah. I think the Bruno is a lot better early game than the Ixia, but Ixia is still strong. But yeah, maybe seeing a gank here happening here at the top side. See both junglers circling around that area.
Oh yeah. But I think Nothing no big commits from either team here. I think Camilla shouldn't be in too much danger here. Tigreal can't really commit fully onto the enemy roamer. But however, we're going to starting to see the Saber going to reach level 7 quite soon compared to the Hayabusa, who's already just starting to fall behind a little bit here. And I feel like that matchup for Saber is a lot better. So he just needs to be quite diligent in how he approaches the fights, using that triple sweep, making sure he's hitting the right targets.
Yeah, I agree with you. Oh, the Haya does jump on the X-Set, but the Camilla does stun him.
Ooh,
So that...
Yeah.
But we do see the Tig ult, but the Tig ult does fall on the tower.
The implosion was, yeah, it was kind of a bit weird. But I think the play itself was a bit questionable. I think he had access to Flicker. I don't know why he didn't use that. Gonna maybe see a triple sweep onto this Lydia, but she has the Purify to work with. Doesn't have the magic shoes though, so she's gonna lose all her health. She needs to retreat. And so far, Saber is gonna start with the turtle. Hayabusa is just struggling to reach even level 7, and Saber's almost level 8.
Yeah, he definitely should have it. After taking the turtle, it shouldn't be contested on the side of Piab at all.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of this Bumblebee skin, by the way, of Xborg?
As you know, in my opinion, it's the best of the Transformers skins, but I don't like any of the Transformers skins.
Right. Yeah, I think the Johnson one as well, I don't really like, because it's kind of paid to lose. You can see who the person's bringing with. Anyway, that apart, we're going to see the triple sweep onto the Bruno. Tigreal is not going to be there in time to use the implosion. That actually gets cancelled out by the side of the Ixie, I think, is the one who cancelled it. Going to see Sicilian going in as well. They're going to catch the Tigreal. And Exodus, they're kind of dominating this fight in the top lane here. The Ogi Shadow kill, it's not going to be enough to get anything done. He's going to have to use the Shadows to get out as well. Camilla's going to chase it with the full barrage on top of it as well. They're going to get the killing spree onto the Hayabusa. Exodus winning a great fight on the top lane here, leaving Lilia basically no chance to defend this. I'm pretty sure she needs to try and get rid of that minion very quickly, otherwise she's going to get dived. I think Charmilla's going to trade her life to try and get this kill. Yes, she is. But it's still a great kill nonetheless. A roam for a mid laner is a trade you always want to do. Tigreal is going to go in. Oh, actually, Sicilian gets a good trap up, knocking them both down to a bit of low HP. Only one kill for the side of P-Hub, and that's only onto a greedy extended play by this Carmilla.
Yeah, definitely. Exodus having such a great early game. This Bruno does find this X-Out. Maybe that he should get it. Yes, he does.
Sorry, excuse me. I was looking away for just a second and I missed that. But actually, look at that damage coming in from Sicilian. Might be able to get their next one. No, but the flicker, it's out from Bruno. And the triple sweep, it's actually onto Hayabusa once again. Saber is being really good with these triple sweeps right now. And he's going to maybe get a kill into the Xbox as well. He uses the launch pad to get the double kill for himself. She does have the magic shoes to work with coming out from Lilia. But yeah, she'll be able to use that and get away. But Saber, looking at his items already, he's top of the net worth with a lot of early game penetration items. So pretty much anyone he triple sweeps at the moment, maybe besides Tig, is going to pretty much just fall instantly.
Yeah, the Tig even going for that red not as first item, not even going for the dominance, just to, I think, get a bit more survivability if he gets altered as well. And third turtle going to the side of Exodus, having a very good early game here, having a 5k gold lead as well.
Oh, there we're going to see the Mincetar. He gets a hook onto the Tigreal, but then Implosion, it's actually onto 3, or basically 4. I can't really count at this point, but it's a killing spree for Sicilian in the end, weirdly enough. I mean, they got a great initiation from Tigreal, but the fight just turned to Exodus once again. They're going to go for the middle tower here. And Hayabusa is in position with the Shadows. Has a Shadow kill to work with. The Lost Insanity as well. But they're not going to get any kills. The Carmilla, she's going to be perfectly safe because she has all the HP to work with. And Exodus are just crumbling under the huge pressure that Exodus is exerting.
I don't think that was the worst trade for Exodus. I think that shutdown kill did help them a bit, to be honest with you, even though it was a 2-for-1 trade. I think just that extra gold going into the pockets of some of their carries should help them a bit at this stage.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Not much happening too much here. It's just going to be the stalemate sort of era of the game where we wait for the Lord to spawn. I think both teams know that they don't want to overcommit too much. I think Saber doesn't really want to use that triple sweep on the Tig, and neither the Lilia, to be honest, with that Purify. So, oh, we're going to see the implosion. There we go. It's going to be pretty big onto the Saber. They really need to get that kill. Actually, Saber somehow is going to live through that. Gets a double kill on top of it as well. Somehow Exodus turning that fight. It was a really good initiation from Tigreal, but I'm in shock. I don't know how they did that.
I just think that timing on that full barrage of Ixia was just so perfect, and it caught them all off guard. And the damage that she has with the farm that she has already, because she already has the BOD.
Ooh, but there's a loss insanity. They're going to be able to get the Minster probably. And the triple sweep is onto the sideline as well. Didn't have the Purify to work with. Killing spree for the Saber. And I don't know if this guy makes it. Does he? Yes, he does. The Export gets out safely. But still, his teammates are falling. But they do get 2 members of Exodus in this trade, though. So maybe that's probably a good thing.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Giving them hope maybe to stay in the game. I don't know how P-Hub is going to come back in the later stages of the game. I don't see the side of Exodus ever really falling off, but the Saber does have a very good position here. The Export does not find him. I think this Bruno might be in trouble here.
Yeah, the Bruno.
The triple sweep does come out.
Great position coming out from Saber there. Gets a valuable kill once again. And now it's going to be pretty much an easy Lord for them. And I mean, Tig does have the implosion, but no flicker to work with. Just looking at the items real quick. Gonna see Tig does finish off the Antique Cuirass, but that means that Pinoy don't really have access to any dominance ice at the moment. Anyway, we're gonna see the Carmilla going in straight away. The Tigreal has to push back this Carmilla to maybe get away with an implosion. It does land on a few members, but maybe it's not gonna be enough to win the team fight just yet. The loss insanity, it's gonna do a lot of damage onto this Carmilla. And there we go. The Shadow Ogi kill. He wants to go in with his Hayabusa, almost gets caught by the King's Calling. Immortality picked up by Xborg in the middle of that fight, so now he's pretty much safe from any other kills. Double kill for this Hayabusa as well. The Lord, he's falling quite short. Maybe the Saber has triple sweep back up at this point. No, he's gonna have to use the retribution as well. He gets caught by the Lilia. Triple kill for the Hayabusa, and the Lord gets taken down by P-Hub.
Yeah, the Saber used the triple sweep earlier in that fight against the Lilia, and she just purified and altered out for HP. But definitely, very great fight coming out there from the side of P-Hub, turning the whole fight around and getting the Lord as well.
Yeah, I like the comment by Samara that this guy is not, in fact, Essa Shake on the Bruno. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, to be honest. So, anyway, straight away, we're going to go see the Lord. Going to knock down this middle tower just a little bit, but they have more than enough high ground damage to sort of deal with it. You can see both teams. They're gonna wait for their team members to be up and in position to sort of work with the next fight now. But I think Exodus have definitely overstepped their boundaries a little bit when coming into these team fights. I mean, P-Hub finally winning a fight for themselves, and not just any fight. It was a huge fight for them. They get the Lord and major kills.
Yeah, and basically getting the economy almost level again. It's only a 1.5k lead for the side of Exodus, where it was a 5k lead at this stage.
Oh, I see. I see. I thought I was just looking at the context of Samara's comment. Okay, no, we are not. I am not Essa Shake, in fact. However, Reaper might be. Oh, we're gonna see a bit of an initiation here. No, Minster didn't commit the King's Calling immediately to get the Hayabusa, but it was a bit close. I mean, he was playing with death a little bit there. I don't know. Can Hayabusa use his ulti while in the King's Calling?
Yes, it does not count as a dash kill if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay, so it's not that much of a bad matchup, actually, yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is getting caught, and if you don't have the damage to kill the Minster, you will still die in that King's Calling, because your Shadow will run out before the King's Calling does.
Yeah.
Xbox actually has a very great position here.
Yeah, just basically having the same sort of vibe as the Saber from just now. Although Xbox not really the assassin kind of hero, so I don't know how he's going to be able to use the position effectively. Anyway,
I think maybe if they take a fight. Oh, this Ixia might be in trouble here.
Oh, there we go. The Ixia gets caught by the... Oh, Xbox is technically the one getting caught here, but he's going to have the immortality to work with. He's not a great target to start on. Okay, the implosion. It only lands onto one, though. The full barrage is straight away in. And the King's calling as well. It's going to catch the Hayabusa. He's going to get taken down immediately by the triple sweep. And the Minstar wants to carry on with the... Oh, but there it is. There's the hook. And the Sicilian is pumping in all the damage that they need to work with. And now there's a double kill for the Saber. But double kill for Essa Shake. He's going to be going in onto the Sicilian. It's going to be triple kill.
Oh, is the Bruno actually Issa Shake?
No, I'm just joking. But he's definitely making Essa Shake proud right now by getting that Maniac.
Yeah, definitely. And I do think this Lord should also go back to the side of Pihabia.
Oh, man. Reaper / Essa Shake. Starting to put in the work for his team right now. Coming back from quite a hard early game, getting caught by Saber non-stop into getting a Maniac. I think it's definitely going to start getting quite hard.
Yeah, great fights coming out from both sides here. I actually didn't expect the side of Piab to do so great during the late stages of the game. I expected Exodus the lead just to go further and further.
Mm-hmm. But as I said, I think I actually do prefer the side of Exodus's late game. So gonna have to see. I definitely prefer the Exia into the Bruno. I think it's a good matchup for her. Because you don't want to get close to the Bruno. As soon as you get close to him, he's gonna start smacking you with his balls. So, and you do not want to. You don't want to get smacked by his balls.
Okay, the Tig is going to find this Saber.
Yeah, I mean, I think yeah, it's good scouting out by the Tig. Does lose a bit of HP for him though, but
yeah, but definitely worth it because they don't want to lose the Bruno or the High at this stage under tower while pushing. Looks like they are still going to try and get this top tier. I do think they will.
I think this is the stage in the game where Tigreal, I think, in my opinion, shines the most. Where it's now definitely it's very important for all 5 members to be near each other. And
Yeah,
that's what
because
Tig wants.
Implosion can basically win a game for you at this stage.
Mm-hmm.
If the Tig gets it perfect.
Yeah, and they only have 1 Purify on the side of Exodus here. So if he catches all of them, it's going to be just 1 person getting out only. And with the new buff to Tigreal, so I think it's that if you get caught inside of it, there's pretty much nothing you can do unless you have Purify.
Yeah, so you can only cancel his ult if you're outside of his ult.
Oh, actually, they might be able to catch this. They actually use the Implosion on the solo and Carmilla, but she has the Vengeance to keep alive a little bit longer, but it's not going to be enough. Hayabusa in the backlines as well, has the Shadow to get out, but in the end, it's just going to be a 1-for-0 trade. With a great catch on this Carmilla, they might be able to sort of do some high ground sort of shenanigans. Maybe not. I mean, still, the side of Exodus do have great high ground defense, so going to have to see how they approach it.
Yeah, definitely. The kill not meaning that much at this stage, considering that the Lord is not up yet. The Carmelo will be up back with the Lord, but I do think they can maybe push in lanes and they can be a bit more comfortable checking and get a bit more map control.
Yeah, and Saber is struggling to keep up his advantage here. He basically has all the kills on his team, other than the Sicilian. So, I mean, the Sicilian is still such a valuable target, target to get fed at this point in the game. If you can get this guy fed, he will carry the high ground for you. It's going to be so difficult to approach the high ground against the Sicilian. So, Saber maybe getting caught a little bit.
Yeah, they're still doing such a great job for me at this. Just scouting out where the Saber is so the High doesn't get caught off guard, because obviously the High can't do a lot if the Saber catches him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Lord spawning up. It's Enhanced Lord, which is going to be great for P-Hub to pick up so they can break this shell that Exodus is building for themselves at the moment. They have a pretty good position in the bushes, though. They scout out the Bruno's position. But Minster in the front line. They want to...
I wanted to...
Oh, yeah, sorry, carry on. I think we're in the middle of a team fight, though. It's going to be starting up. Tigreal has to get away for now. The Lord's going to reset, though. But Athenia's Shield's keeping this Expo quite nice and healthy. He might want to commit the Lost of Sanity. No, he doesn't. He's going to keep it for the Immortality. And P-Hub zoning the Lord really well right now. They're starting to whittle it down a little bit. Excuse me, there's an AFK marksman. Do we need to check channels? I will go check.
We're not seeing the thumbs up coming through on the sides of the players as well.
They said pause. They've said pause.
Okay. Sorry, it only came out now, guys. I'm sorry about that. I also wanted to try not to pause during a pretty hectic team fight. So
Exodus requested a pause.
yeah. We've got to pause.
All right.
Unfortunately, they didn't have the marksman to work with for that Lord fight. They obviously haven't been listening to the thumbs up emoji request that we had, but maybe we should. Maybe that's a bit of our fault for not reminding them about it to begin with.
Yeah, true. What I actually wanted to ask you, what do you think of this brute force breastplate that the High is buying? It's not something I've really seen built on the Hayabusa.
Brute force breastplate, yeah, that's very interesting. I think maybe could be something to do with the fact that he wants to not only have a bit more defense inside the King's Calling, but he wants to move a bit faster. Something along those lines, although I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, no, it's interesting because it's not the first item that I would think of which would counter the Saber. I would rather go for the Antique Caress. Maybe during the King's Calling as well, but the Brute, he does get, because of his skill set, he does get the full stacks of brute force breastplate quite easily as well. Just something I've never seen built on him, really. So that's why I was asking your opinion about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's good stats for him to have. He doesn't build that much CDR, so having a little bit of extra CDR kind of helps. I think his approach is that he doesn't really want to commit to a full antique cuirass. He wants something that gives him a bit more offensive capability, such as brute force breastplate with the cooldown, with the movement speed increase. So I think that's sort of his approach. But we'll have to maybe ask that in the interviews later in the stream.
So in the meantime, whilst we've got a few more seconds for the pause, the people that are asking in the chat, will there be another game after this? If Pinoy Hub wins, we will have the third match between Exodus and Pinoy Hub. If Exodus wins the best of 3, they will verse Equilibrium.
Okay, thank you, Jake, for that analysis. We're gonna see. Oh no! I think we just got pigeon killed. That is not good. Good news. The teams were notified that the pause lasts 2 minutes, so that is not my fault. Do not blame me for that one, Exodus. Thank you.
The Ixia is still AFK. I don't know.
I guess
it doesn't look like she came back.
I guess we need to request another pause. Look, I mean, the game's like gonna be over soon. I mean, I don't think there's gonna be much use of it. I mean, the game's just over. Unfortunately. I feel a bit bad about that one, but listen, do not blame me. I am just following protocol. Okay, I'm following protocol. But anyway, Exodus had a strong start. But unfortunately, this Pinoy Hub, even without those disconnects, they were doing such a good job of coming back and winning those team fights near the Lords just so beautifully well. So well played to both teams, and Pinoy Hub come out on top on this one.
Yeah, and we have a 1-1.
Yeah, but 1-1 score. So I think it's Jake. It will be another match right now for the last one, I think.
So the winner of the last match is the winner of the best of 3.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. Again, back to our panel, I think. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything because I saw some people saying that I'm probably rigging it again. But I did say that I did prefer P-Hub's lineup, and even though there were like so much unforeseen circumstances in this match, they still ended up winning. So yeah, it's just confirmation. I'm not rigging anything. I'm not paying anyone to lose or to go AFK. Okay. And I forgot to tag Nigel to tell him that he has to come back because he's not watching this. Let me just do that.
I'm pretty sure he's in the voice chat right now. He's just muted.
Yeah, I think maybe he's trying to sort out stuff with on the side of Exodus, considering that it is part of his team. I know he is currently managing it and playing on their roster as well.
Yeah, that's probably it. Hey,
we do see Kerman back in the lobby at least, so it does look like he maybe sorted out the problems that he had. He was the Ixia in the previous game.
Okay, yeah, he just sent me a message to tell me that I should panel without him for now because he is sorting out the issue.
Okay, fantastic. So Samar, I'll help you panel. So how do you make your
Thanks,
predictions
Fluffy.
that they're 100% accurate so far? So what is your secret?
I
What is
have
it
no
what you look at?
secret at all. I just say that someone's going to win, and then they do, and I have no idea why this happens, but definitely not rigging it.
Just
at all.
one quick thing I want to ask, not just Jake as well. I want to ask. I think if teams want to use both of their pauses to make maybe a 4-minute pause, they need to let us know so before the 2 minutes finishes. Is that a good enough rule? You might think.
Yeah. So a standard pause is 2 minutes. If they want to extend it and use up both their pauses in one go, they can request a pause for 4 minutes.
Okay, thank you. So now I don't have to feel bad about myself. Thank you.
No problem. It wasn't your fault. Don't worry, you're just a caster. It's the players. They were meant to get on AFK.
Yeah, I definitely don't think that's a fault of Seppi as well. We did run a test before both of these teams played the matches as well to test their ping, and they don't have any problems and no complaints. So I just think it's something that happened. But back to Samara. So I have an opinion about this. How you're guessing everything right? I think you're giving starlights to them. You're giving starlight membership to the losing members just to make sure that you look good throughout the entire tournament.
No, because that's exactly what everyone else is saying, and I can confirm that is not true. I don't even have these people added.
Unfortunately, we would not know.
I'm going to take a screenshot. I'm going to share it in the group so you can see. Right. Oh, wait. Not all of them are here. Oh, yeah.
Sipolga can maybe show us if Samara is telling the truth.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. Sorry, what am I showing?
So I made that comment considering that Samara hasn't lost once, which every time she prefers a team in the draft phase they win. I'm 100% sure she's giving starlights to the losing members to make sure that she looks like exactly what she knows she's doing. I'm explaining this completely wrong, but I do hope everybody understands me. So she is currently sending you a screenshot just to prove that she is not friends with the people.
Okay, I will look into that.
I just think it's a bit of overcompensation, but who am I to judge? But yeah, so what's your opinion about the two teams? It looks like both teams have had lag issues. Pinoy, obviously the first game that they've played, and now Exodus.
Looks like we're gonna have maybe a start at 9:50 is promised. I think the organizers have confirmed that will be the time that we should be starting. So hold on to your seats, guys. We should be back at 9:50. We should be starting the game around 5:50.
Yep, it's going to be 9:50 that we'll be resuming the game, and we'll have the full lobbies by then. If Exodus fails to fill the lobby by 9:50, then it's a forfeit.
But yeah, back to the panel. Sorry, thank you. I think I'm done talking now. I'm done talking. Let's back to
So me and Samar are basically going to keep you guys entertained for the next 6 minutes. I unfortunately don't know how at this current stage, but Samar will definitely give us some ideas here.
Would you like me to keep talking? I mean, I can keep talking.
Yeah, please keep talking, Seppi. You can talk to us, Seppi.
Okay.
For entertainment purposes, we could have Shawarma singing for all the viewers.
I like that idea.
I think that's a good idea.
All in favor? Raise your hands.
All in favor?
No one can see your hands. Come on, guys.
Jake, you need to give me
That's not
sound. You need to give me soundboard permission so I can add some sick soundboards.
Why do we... Oh, okay, for sure. We can discuss that after this live.
Yeah. Thank you.
So for sound, I gave the job to Shawarma, so maybe you can discuss with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have actually. Okay, let's start off this entertainment with this. I have a question for everyone listening in tonight. Besides Mavericks, who everyone sort of generally agrees is the best sort of team in SA, obviously Equilibrium has sort of dethroned them a bit. So maybe let's exclude Mavericks and Equilibrium a little bit. Who do you guys think is the runner-up for the best squad in SA, and maybe give us a few reasons why? I've just been curious about what everyone's opinion of this is. So if you guys could just let us know in the comments. Yeah. I guess I can start with what you guys think. Let's start like Fluffy. Who do you think is the best team in South Africa besides the above mentioned?
I think let's start with Samara. Give me a moment to think about this.
Okay.
Guys, why are you putting me on the spot?
putting you-
I have no
Fluffy,
idea.
Okay, I've got this. So,
Seppi, if you're gonna expect me to say Death Reapers, I'm not gonna say it.
Okay, I'm leaving. I'm closing the stream, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you.
I'm joking. Okay, I think there's many good squads in South Africa, and I wouldn't like to, just confine them into like a little box and say, okay, this is the best. I think all of them are strong in some way or the other. Some in terms of synergy, some in terms of individual gameplay. So I wouldn't just categorize them and say, okay, this is the best and that's not. So yeah, I'm gonna be very impartial in this. Okay.
I've got an opinion. I don't think it's an opinion a lot of people will agree with, to be honest. But I will go for TFK, the Fluffy Knights.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes. No. I think. Listen. These guys have been bullied to shit by the whole of our community, dude. These guys are gonna pull up, dude. I'm telling you, these guys are gonna pull up with their Glocks, and they're gonna shut us all up. I believe it.
I was actually not joking. For the reason, I'm sure all of you guys know what is my in-game name by this stage is Fluffy, and obviously I need to support the Fluffy Knights. Fluffy, you can see togetherness there, even though I've never played with any of them. Partially my fault, to be honest, but yeah, I think one of the most underrated squads. Not a squad we see in a lot of tournaments, to be honest, as well. What's your opinion about that squad? Samara, Seppi?
I think they definitely. I just really like their name a lot. That's one thing. I also think their community is quite big. There's power in community. I've heard that there's over 500 squads from the Fluffy Knights. I've always wanted to join the Fluffy Knights 387. That's what I want to join one day.
Alright, we've got people joining the lobby and leaving the lobby. Now we're down to 2 players from the side of Exodus.
Okay.
But they've still got 2 more minutes. I'm sorry.
I have one.
Yeah, now it's 1.
I mean, Exodus, the time is ticking. You have under 50 seconds probably to try and get your team back in. You currently have 2 members only in the lobby. I think we'll probably... Are we going to be like deadline strict with this, Jake? We're going to just like cut it off immediately?
I mean, if it comes to 9:50 and we don't have 5 players, I might just switch to the side of Exodus and probably play on their side.
Yeah, we should have the caster game.
I'm gonna join you as well.
We'll all join and play against P-Hub.
Yeah, all of us are going to join.
We apparently have no more Exodus members left, so it's going to be 3 casters versus the side of Pia.
Yeah, guys, anyone who wants to join, just add me 807-399-81. That's my ID. Add me.
No, they said that they're logging in, so hopefully they should have a team right now.
Okay, I'm gonna give them pity. I'm gonna give them the pity of half a minute.
Alright, Infinite Void is back.
They're gonna have this opportunity now to just get everybody inside. If I don't see them in like a few tens of more seconds, it's done.
We're giving them 60 seconds before the clock turns 9:51.
Oh, time's ticking, guys. Time's ticking. Gotta be. Yep. As soon as that hits the 51 mark, I think we have to just cut it. I'm gonna.
All right.
I'm gonna...
51.
Okay, guys. Thanks for watching Exodus. Unfortunately, they have not met the requirements to join us. I think I'm gonna close the lobby now, just to lock it in.
The message from them. I just got the message from them that it's a forfeit.
Oh, okay. GG's by Exodus called in the match 14 chat. Match 14, your winners are P-Hub. They will go on to play against Equilibrium in the upper bracket. Exodus will fall to the lower bracket to face Death Reapers 2, I'm pretty sure. So,
Yes.
yeah, sorry for that whole a bit of a weird conclusion there. And yeah, hopefully we can see Exodus coming back with a strong lower bracket run. That's what to make sure that they prove themselves in this tournament. Any last words by my fellow panelists / casters? Wait. They want to talk. Excuse me. Sorry. They maybe want to be interviewed. So yeah. Sorry. Carry on with your last thoughts while I try and get them into the lobby, to the voice chat.
Oh yeah, please do get them into the voice chat. But yeah, an unexpected turn of events, and of course, Exodus ended up forfeiting. What do you think about that, Fluff?
I think it's a sad end, especially since how everything started between the two teams. It's not really something that I expected tonight. I would have loved to see it go to a game 3 between the two teams. I honestly think both of the two teams are two of the strongest teams in our server at this current stage. And I was looking forward to it. And I was looking forward to seeing games without lag, but unfortunately that was not the case tonight. Your opinions, Mark?
I mean, yeah, I don't know what it could have been now. I know, like Jen said, he did have load shedding and he was playing on load shedding, and I think his load shedding is going to end at 10. But his ping was quite okay enough for him to play. It wasn't too bad. But I don't know what happened to the MM on Exodus' side. I just, yeah, that was
Got both teams here.
And I'm just going to say, I did not give anyone Starlight, just to clarify again for like the 100th time.
Okay.
Jimmy?
Okay, yeah,
You
no,
should give them
can...
Starlight. She might have given them M5 pass or something, right?
Anyway, we've got the team here. We've got the team captains here, guys. So let's start off with the interview here to this bit of a weird conclusion of a game in this match 14. I guess let's start with Pinoy Hub. Oh wait, actually no. Let's start with Exodus and ask about like what happened, guys. Like that, you guys were going really strong in that first game, and then it was, I guess it was just down to connection issues that you guys sort of fell off.
I'll speak on Exodus' behalf. I wasn't playing, but from what they've indicated, they were showing thumbs up, and then unfortunately the pause wasn't seen, and then that's what they were saying.
Okay,
and then
I'm looking for this thumbs up.
by the time that the pause was unpaused from their side, their player was AFK, was restarting the game. So that's what's happening. So they were confused as to why there wasn't a pause, and then that's why they were not willing to play the second game. I'm just being the message over here.
Okay, no,
So-
that's understandable. I'm really sorry if we haven't seen any of the thumbs up things. I'm just looking over the replay now, and I don't remember seeing any thumbs up by any if any of the panelists can tell me. I didn't really see any. So maybe it's a game issue. But if it was, then I'm sorry about that. Yeah, and then if we can't talk to the captain, I think we can move on to P-Hub just briefly. Yeah, I mean, you guys came back with a pretty sick comeback there. You guys were getting pretty dominated early game, and you guys managed to come back with a come back pretty solid. How do you feel about that? And how are you feeling about moving forward in the tournament?
I just want to say that all teams can take a lesson from this match between P-Hub and Exodus, because this enemy team had no sportsmanship, bro. Like, we could have gladly played on this game, but look, man, when it was us lagging, am I allowed to swear or not?
No.
Probably not.
No,
Okay,
we're
okay.
keeping it PG.
Yeah, I got it. When it was us on the fence, they didn't care. They wanted the win, you know. So we had to show the same face to them as well. We in the draft we random picked 2 heroes and didn't ban, so that's why the game went the way it did. I think it would have been a really easy game if we actually picked our heroes, but we auto picked Hayabusa and I think Borg, maybe one of the 2. But at least it was good picks, you know, so we could work with it regardless. And then we missed the ban as well, just due to us trolling. I mean, that's about it, bro. That's why the game went the way it did. We didn't actually have the correct heroes. We needed to execute a good game. But GG's to Exodus for showing up and whatever. But I just want to say to teams, if you don't have the time to play, don't enter the tournament, bro, because it makes things difficult for everybody. It was difficult to schedule matches with Exodus, and even the timing we played for against them, it's just unfavorable for us. So I understand they had their problems too. So kudos to them for showing up regardless, but we have to show them the same face and take the forfeit, bro. Is what it is. Like, we've been busy with this match for almost a month now. Like, we need to move on now. I think we're versus Equilibrium next, so yeah. Nice to see that team next. We'll be more serious with that team.
Okay, thank you. That's coming from your. I'm a bit confused.
Reaper.
That's, yeah, thank you. From Reaper there.
Yeah, sorry, I had a lot to say, you know.
No, it's all good. No,
friendly.
I appreciate your input there. It was definitely not the easiest thing to happen. There was a lot of controversial sort of takes from many people, and coming from the admin's perspective as well. It was a bit difficult to deal with, trying to make a bunch of exceptions because of load shedding and all of
Most
that.
Definitely.
And I guess I can say to both of the teams, try to overlook this. It was an issue derived from the load shedding. And I don't think there should be any more reason that you guys should have bad blood between each other after this game.
Nah, definitely. I don't think it's beyond ML. It's just in the game. It was just 2 teams that couldn't see head to head, you know.
Yeah. Okay, and then let's. I guess we should move on to Fluffy and Samara. Any sort of questions for Reaper over here?
Yes, I do have one. I'm
sure.
not going to focus. I think that what happened here with you and the side of Exodus with Pinoy Hub and Exodus was quite a sad story, in my opinion. I think us as viewers wanted to see the 3rd match and wanted to go the whole way. But what's your opinion about the next team you're facing, Equilibrium, the team that defeated Mavericks, probably which most people consider the strongest team in the tournament? What is your preparation going to be? How are you guys looking forward? And what are your thoughts about the match against it?
I think in preparation we'll play about 3 brawl games, just ban Faramus, and you know, we'll be ready for them. Let's go.
I like the game plan.
I only know Bufad. Shout out Bufad.
Shout out to Bufad indeed. Okay, Samara, any questions for Reaper?
No, I don't have one.
Okay.
Also, I just want to shout out my team, man. Everybody had a lot of emotions going into this match, so shout out to you guys. Shiro, Maeve Wiley, General R, Real Stump, A-Show Gray. Shout out to you guys, man.
Okay, awesome. Good to have some spirit in as well going out of this. And then yeah, I guess that's the end of this controversial match. So yeah, I think that's about it. I hope you guys have a good time moving forward into the match against Equilibrium.
GG, man. Thank you, bro.
Okay. And that will be it for this segment. I think now we're gonna. I was just about to say Jake, any last thoughts from you, but he is now just left of the voice chat and has left us alone. So I'm going to cut Jake off short and probably end the stream here unless you guys have anything left to say.
Nah, I've got nothing left to say except I'm just gonna give a shout out as well to both P-Hub and Exodus for putting on a good show for us, and yeah.
Okay, and I'm also
So,
going to give another shout
all.
out to Death Reapers, best squad on the server. Stop banning Joy, thanks.
Okay, Seppi. Okay.
Okay, thanks guys.
I also want to give a shout out real quick to Yassi.